Insulin resistance is a silent condition that develops through time and poor health habits, like excessive junk food intake and lack of physical activity. There are early symptoms that might seem minor, but they are the early warning signs of insulin resistance that you must know, since this is a condition that often goes unnoticed until it leads to serious health issues. Most people think insulin resistance is something that only affects those with diabetes or extreme obesity, but the truth is, it can develop much earlier and in more subtle ways than you might expect. Today, we are diving into 6 early symptoms that could reveal whether you're on the path to insulin resistance. Welcome to Levitas. Insulin resistance develops when the body's cells become less responsive to insulin, a hormone that allows glucose to enter cells for energy. Factors such as poor diet, especially diets high in processed sugars and refined carbs, lack of exercise, chronic stress, and genetics can lead to insulin resistance over time. When cells become resistant, the pancreas tries to compensate by producing even more insulin. Eventually, this overload can't keep up, and glucose levels start to rise in the bloodstream, potentially leading to prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance can silently progress without obvious symptoms, making early detection essential for long-term health. And this is why it's imperative for you to know the 6 early warning signs that can tell you if you are insulin resistant. And here they are. 1. One of the most visible early signs of insulin resistance can show up on your skin in the form of skin tags and a condition called acanthosis nigricans. Skin tags are small, soft growths that often appear around the neck, armpits, or groin. While they're usually harmless, they can indicate high levels of insulin in your bloodstream. Elevated insulin levels can trigger cell growth, leading to these small skin outgrowths. Acanthosis nigricans, on the other hand, presents as dark, thickened patches of skin, typically in areas like the neck, armpits, and inner elbows. This discoloration is often velvety in texture and can feel slightly rough. The connection between acanthosis nigricans and insulin resistance is due to insulin's impact on skin cells. Excess insulin stimulates certain skin cells, causing them to multiply, leading to this darkening effect. If you're noticing these changes, it's a sign that insulin resistance may be affecting your body, and it's worth investigating further with your healthcare professional. While skin tags and darkened patches may seem harmless, they're signals of deeper metabolic changes that shouldn't be ignored. 2. Another early indicator of insulin resistance is an increase in thirst, which can seem unquenchable. Here's why. When the body's cells become resistant to insulin, glucose, or sugar, accumulates in the bloodstream instead of entering cells where it's needed for energy. This high concentration of sugar in the blood can disrupt the balance of fluids, leading to dehydration. The kidneys attempt to flush out excess glucose through urine, but in doing so, they also pull water from your body, leading to dehydration and a strong urge to drink more fluids. You may find yourself feeling thirsty more often than usual, especially if this thirst persists regardless of how much water you're drinking. This condition, known as polydipsia, can often be an early sign of elevated blood glucose levels, a hallmark of insulin resistance. When this symptom appears alongside other indicators, it's a clear warning that insulin resistance may be affecting your body. Addressing insulin resistance at this stage can prevent these imbalances from worsening, which could lead to more serious health complications down the road. 3. Along with thirst, frequent urination, or polyuria is another early warning sign of insulin resistance. As insulin resistance disrupts how your body processes glucose, blood sugar levels can rise, prompting the kidneys to work overtime. They try to filter out the excess glucose by flushing it out through urine. This process forces your body to produce more urine than usual, which means more frequent trips to the bathroom. You might notice that you're waking up at night to use the bathroom or feeling the need to urinate shortly after drinking water. This increase in urination is the body's attempt to maintain a healthy balance of blood glucose by expelling the excess. However, frequent urination can also lead to dehydration, as it pulls out water along with glucose. This symptom, when combined with increased thirst, can be an early indicator of insulin resistance. If frequent urination becomes a regular pattern in your daily routine, it's time to take note, as it may signal underlying metabolic issues that require attention. 4. Intensified hunger, especially shortly after eating, is a common symptom of insulin resistance. When your body's cells don't respond effectively to insulin, glucose struggles to enter the cells and remains in the bloodstream. This leaves your cells starved for energy, signaling to your brain that you need more fuel, which leads to an increase in appetite. The body's attempt to correct this energy shortage often results in cravings for quick energy sources, especially sugars and carbohydrates. So, if you're feeling hungry despite eating regularly, it could be a sign that your body is struggling to regulate blood glucose efficiently. 5. Slow healing cuts and sores are another telling sign of insulin resistance. When your body's ability to process glucose is impaired, it affects nearly every system, including wound healing. Elevated blood sugar levels can cause inflammation throughout the body, which slows down the healing process. Additionally, high glucose levels can damage blood vessels, reducing the amount of oxygen and nutrients that reach the wound site. Without a steady supply of nutrients and oxygen, tissues take longer to repair and regenerate. The presence of excess sugar in your bloodstream also creates an environment where infections can thrive, further delaying the healing process. If you notice that minor cuts, bruises, or skin abrasions are taking an unusually long time to heal, it may be a sign that insulin resistance is affecting your body's natural repair processes. Early intervention can help manage blood sugar levels, potentially improving your body's ability to heal and reducing the risk of infections. 6. Frequent headaches can also signal insulin resistance, though they're often overlooked as a symptom. Insulin resistance disrupts your body's ability to regulate blood glucose effectively, leading to fluctuating blood sugar levels. When blood sugar drops too low after a spike, a hypoglycemic reaction can trigger headaches. This is because your brain relies on glucose for energy, and sudden shifts in blood glucose levels create a temporary shortage of fuel, causing pain and discomfort. Moreover, insulin resistance can contribute to dehydration, especially if you're experiencing symptoms like frequent urination. Dehydration is a common cause of headaches, as it affects blood volume and pressure, which can lead to discomfort in the head. If headaches become frequent and coincide with other symptoms like thirst, hunger, or skin changes, they may be a warning sign of insulin resistance. Managing insulin levels can help reduce these fluctuations and improve overall metabolic stability, potentially alleviating headache symptoms over time. In conclusion, insulin resistance, as the name mentions, develops as cells become less responsive to insulin, a hormone that helps glucose enter cells to fuel the body. This condition often goes unnoticed but can manifest through several early symptoms. For instance, changes in the skin, such as the appearance of skin tags and dark patches, also known as acanthosis nigricans, indicate elevated insulin levels and cell overgrowth. Increased thirst and frequent urination may also arise as the body struggles to manage high glucose levels, leading to dehydration. Intense hunger follows as glucose remains in the bloodstream instead of nourishing cells, signaling to the brain that more food is needed. Insulin resistance also affects the body's repair mechanisms, slowing wound healing due to high glucose's impact on blood vessels and inflammation. Additionally, frequent headaches occur when fluctuating glucose levels and dehydration disrupt the brain's energy supply. Each of these symptoms serves as an early warning, emphasizing the importance of managing insulin levels to prevent more serious health issues down the line. Thank you for tuning in to Levitas. Please share today's video with friends and family, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications for future videos. Your support is appreciated. It helps us grow and create more content to empower your health. Remain tuned to Levitas for more expert advice on your health and fitness journey. So stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.